Hi, welcome to Wealth Discovered, where we investigate and discover and uncover the things that will make us successful regarding success, professional development, wealth building, generational wealth, and just being the kind of person that we need to be in order to receive what it is we want to have. My name is Janice. And today we are going to be talking about a book that I found to be absolutely amazing. Now, it's a book that I have read most recently, the first time, the second, and the third time, because once I started this thing, I was like, OMG, I have to read this book. And I had to start listening to it because that's a part of my mastery process that I use when I find something that is really impactful. So I'm not going to make you wait any further. The book title is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. This book is absolutely phenomenal. So the book says that it's helping us to master the inner game of wealth, because you and I both know that if all of this information is out here, all of the how-tos are out here, what is it that is coming in between the wealth that we want and us? It's the inner game. And all of the books prior to me reading this have talked about the inner game, but I have found that this book has been so succinct with actionable ways of handling who we are, what we have been, and where it is we want to go. Now, this is not going to be the spoiler. I'm not spoiling it. I just want to give you some tidbits so that you can want to pick this book up and start to put it into play. I'm going to read a section out of here because Harv Eker starts with talking about when he was 19 years old, which is when he embarked upon his wealth journey. And this is the conversation that he had with a friend of his father early on in his life. He said, Harv, I want to start here. Harv, if you're not doing as well as you'd like, all that means is that there is something you don't know. Being a brash young man at the time, I thought I knew pretty much, well, everything. But alas, my bank account says something different. How many of us can attest to that, right? So I finally began to listen. He continued, did you know that most rich people think in very similar ways? And the answer was, no, I never really considered that. To which he replied, it's not an exact science, but for the most part, rich people do think a certain way, and poor people think completely differently. And those ways of thinking determine their actions and determine their results. Then he said, all you have to do is copy how rich people think. Mind blown, right? Mind blown. And this book proceeds to talk about the things that we already know in part one. There are only two parts. It's not even in chapters, it's in two parts. Part one, kind of laying the foundation for and his argument, presenting his argument and engaging the conversation around wealth, why we either have it or we don't. Basically, because of our blueprint. And if I were to say that there was one salient point for me in this book, it was about the blueprint, the financial blueprint. And I think that we have a blueprint for pretty much everything in our life. But when you're presented with this phrase, financial blueprint, you've got to understand that we are pretty much set in a pattern. We are set in a pattern. And what is your blueprint? I'll wait. No, I won't wait. But you can turn this off right now and go, okay, what is my blueprint? But this is what the book begins to talk about and actually does deal with. The first part is really the laying of the groundwork. And then the second part is about replacing the old with the new. And he gives us 17 wealth files to engage and partake in and start to learn and start to reprogram who it is we are so that we can begin to receive the things that we feel we deserve, that we are designed to get, and that we want to get. And if you are on this channel, I know that you're not just interested in being wealthy, but you are on your way to or are committed to being wealthy, because interested people will make excuses. Committed people overcome excuses. And so this book will help you to be committed and give you the tools you need, actionable tools you need in order to become the person you need to be, so that you can do the things you need to do, so that you can have the things you need to have. I absolutely love this book. Again, I've only had it for a short while, and it is just bringing so many things together for me and synchronizing so many things. I am on a path, different path than even a month ago because of this book, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to suggest, without a shadow of a doubt, pick this book up, T. Harv Eker's Secret of the Millionaire Mind. Family, we are on our way to a different way of thinking, doing, and being, or being, doing, and having, however it is you want to put it. But we have to be that person with the millionaire mind so that we can receive the things that it is we want to receive. I hope that you get this book. I want to know what you think about it. So please come back in the comments and let me know. This is Janice, and you have experienced Wealth Discovered. We're looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it, because people need to get this information. And this is, again, not the spoiler alert, but this is kind of the tease, right? All right. So I'll talk to you real soon. Talk to you later. Bye.